and welcome to Artistically Married, where art and opportunity collide. We're your hosts, Jake Ackerman
and Brianne Steinberg. And today we have our friend Beth Moore on with us. I'm so excited because you're the double dose. You're the business owner and the musician and the artist. So yeah, we're so excited to have you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're the proud owner of Palms Coffee Bar, founder?
Yeah. Owner, founder, yeah.
Yeah. I just didn't know if you had purchased it off someone. No, you
started I did, but
okay.
It wasn't Palms.
Okay.
It was a different coffee shop that I kind of bought out and then rebranded.
Okay, yeah. Cool. And also, Beth Moore, we were talking off air before the episode, and you really were a legend of our time when we were young. You were just such a popular in-house musician all over the place.
I was everywhere.
Yeah.
I played a lot of gigs.
So good. So awesome. I thought we could start to talk about the coffee shop. You kind of mentioned that you had purchased it off someone. Before the episode, we were talking about your sales job, so I think it really makes sense that you went from sales into owning a coffee shop. But can you talk about kind of that transition?
Yeah, it was interesting because I had gone to school for advertising.
Okay.
So if you were around when I was doing music full time, you could tell I kind of marketed myself differently because my brain worked that way. But I went to school for advertising from 18 to 20 and then dropped out to play music. And because I actually didn't even pick up a guitar for the first time in my life till I was 18.
Wow.
So I had actually never played any music or anything like that until I was 18. And my parents bought me a guitar as a graduation gift. And it kind of taunted me.
Yeah.
This guitar was just, when things happen in your life and you just get this feeling of there's something more here that I have to discover. And when I say it, I'm the guitar would just stare at me all day. And I didn't want it. I didn't want to do that. I come from a long line of musicians and I've seen the grind and I know how hard it is and I know how heartbreaking it can be when that grind doesn't always work out.
Yeah.
And I didn't want it. I was no thanks. But I played my first gig 3 weeks later and
that's wild. You just learned guitar in 3 weeks?
Yeah, we didn't know then that I have ADHD, but we now know that now. And that what we call that is a hyper-focus.
Yes.
And I just hyper-focused for the next 10 years on this thing.
Right.
And I was already writing poetry pretty consistently, books and books and books of it.
Wow.
So then you add 4 chords.
Yeah.
To that and a capo and you've got 20 songs.
Yeah.
So like I didn't know a lot about playing music, but I knew a lot about writing words.
Right.
And I taught myself like or my brother taught me like the basic 6 chords, and I just went to town. And was it good music? No. Not really.
Yes, it was.
No, not like from 18 to like 20. It was rough.
Yeah.
There was something there, but like I got bad reviews, you know what I mean?
But I think because you're a singer-songwriter, it ended up, the writing part was so effective.
But I was like, I think it was meant to be, but I was like really confident in myself. Yeah. And I had no reason to be that confident, but like I just was going for it. And because I hadn't been playing long, I didn't feel bad about it. Yeah. I was like, I'm just giving it a shot, guys. And long story short, that turned into the music career that everybody else saw. And I just kept growing and changing. And that hunger didn't really go away for a really long time.
Yeah.
But I didn't make any backup plans for myself. Like when I played music, I was very intentional actually to never have a backup plan. Like I got offered, I would work as a barista here or have an odd job there. Like I worked a lot of contract work, like handing out gum at the Eaton Center.
Oh my God.
Like crazy stuff like that, just random.
Yeah.
But if they offered me a management position, it was like, nope. No.
Because you didn't want to commit to anything.
I wanted to be focused on music.
Yeah.
I wanted to be hungry. I think I even maybe wanted to be uncomfortable. Because it makes you hungry.
Right.
So whenever I was too financially comfortable, I wasn't hungry. So I would quit jobs a lot because it would force me to like push really hard at music. And it did work, but looking back, like I probably could have made it a little easier on myself working like a little bit more at something else. However, that kind of leads me to like, yes, I had this amazing career. Amazing things happened because of that hunger and that drive. But then I was about 27, 28. I had just gone through a bit of a bad breakup. And I started to feel like, you know what, I do want a family one day. And like, what am I really bringing to the table? But like talent.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm talented. But like, I'm also a burden because I have no money. I have no savings. I have nothing to offer a family. But like, I can book a world tour. Like, or a Canadian tour. You know, so I really kind of started to think about that and try to find a bit more balance in that. And so I got offered a job at Good Life in sales. And I was really hesitant to take it because I'm a very competitive person. And I was a bit worried about what it would bring out in me. And I was totally right to think that because it definitely did bring out some of that.
Yeah.
But I was I was at Good Life. Long story short, I was very good at the job. And I, you know, became one of the top salespeople very quickly.
Amazing.
And I was there for a couple of years, met my husband there. And then I still actually would work at Good Life during the day, go to Toronto at night and record my next album.
Wow.
So I just double dutied it for a long time. And then I moved to a big gym in Burlington and I was doing sales for them and I became the top salesperson there nationally. And that's like just hustle. But like honestly, selling fitness felt so much easier than selling yourself and your music.
Yeah.
Because
it's so much putting yourself out there.
Selling something that like really nobody needs or maybe even wants.
Right.
And you're trying to get them to pay for it.
Right.
And they want it for free because we feel entitled to be entertained.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Instagram had just come around. So now everybody feels entitled to entertainment for free.
They pay nothing and they scroll all day.
They go to YouTube and it's free.
Yeah.
So I'm selling something people need and costs money and they're willing to pay for it. I was like, done.
This is easy.
I got this. And now I sell coffee, which is also addictive. Which I'm like, easy. Nothing will be harder than trying to sell yourself and your music.
As an artist.
Like
100%.
Nothing. So I do think I became really good in sales and I enjoyed it. I enjoy the hustle. I enjoy winning.
Just getting that yes.
I like being the best. Like that's great. But I was also helping people. My job was to convince people to take care of themselves and to work out and to invest in fitness. And that to me was like, I was helping people. I wasn't selling a product that didn't work and I wasn't selling cars. Because if I had sold cars, I would have been like, you don't need this new car.
Yeah.
Go get a used car.
Used one.
Are you kidding me? That's so dumb. Like, why would you buy this? Like, I would never be able to sell something I didn't believe in.
Right.
So anyways, I loved that job. The only problem was very one-dimensional, very little creativity in it. And extremely time-consuming. So now we moved into a thing is like, I make good money. I could support a family. I have benefits. I have no time.
Yep.
So now you're weighing it this way. Then COVID hit.
Right.
And the job I had didn't exist, really.
Gym's closed.
Well, my husband and I also opened a gym.
Oh.
In November of 2020.
Oh.
We were not married yet. We were had been dating a while. And I was like, we can do this. He's a fantastic personal trainer. I was good at selling. I won't get into all that. You should not open a business with your spouse. But like, we did it. He's still doing it. I eventually was like, I'm just going to go own a coffee shop.
Yeah.
You know, keep it separate.
He's still working as a personal trainer?
He's a firefighter.
Okay.
And a personal trainer.
Oh, cool.
But he's done such a great job. And, you know, he's got his own grind. Like we are a kindred spirit that way. Like when we met, you see a similar hustle and you're like, okay,
work hard,
you know. And so COVID hit, you start reevaluating things. My music career came to a complete dead stop.
Right.
Like every door that had been open with CBC and all these other things was like slamming. And now you're like, I was also like, I think COVID hit and I was turning like 31, and you feel like I'm expiring.
Aww.
Like, it's not true.
No, it's not
but
true.
you feel that way.
And
you're
it is
like,
true if you're talking about having a family. There is like a window of, you
yeah,
know.
I was more worried. Like, I felt like I had to make it in music before 30.
Okay.
So I kind of went into like a COVID depression, and I really felt like I had to grieve my music career. And that was hard to go through so much and to be like, it didn't actually amount to anything. What was the point of all of that?
Right.
And it took a long time to get perspective on the journey and to not just feel like a failure. So we moved through COVID. Some friends of mine opened a coffee shop. I was like, I got to get out of the house. I started baristaing for them part-time just to get out. Mm-hmm. They owned the coffee shop I own now before me.
Ah, okay.
So they eventually decided to move on to other things.
Yeah.
And we're inside a greenhouse, and the owners of the greenhouse were like, hey, do you want to continue managing it? I was like, not really.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't want to work for 4 bosses.
Right.
But also I had a vision. I, at this point, had an idea of how I could turn this into a viable business.
Right.
I was like, let me just take the risk and I'll buy this out and let's see what I can do.
Amazing.
But I started this business with like barely, like no credit card, no capital, like a small investment.
Yeah.
And like just off sales. Like
nice.
Day to day. And we still pretty much, I'm still not living off a line of credit running this business.
That's amazing.
It's like, if we don't have sales, I'm working every shift.
Yeah.
Because we can't afford staff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, but that's the hustle.
Yeah.
That carried through everything.
Yeah.
Of like, I can do this. So you condition your brain. And I can say one thing about me from music was I learned like, I can do this really impossible thing.
Yeah.
Like, who's to say I can't?
Yeah.
And that really pushed me into like, why not own a coffee shop?
Yeah.
Like, why not me? Why can't I do it?
Totally.
And so like, even times, there's definitely been times where I thought I was like, especially postpartum, I don't get a maternity leave. I had my son, and that was like, I was off for 8 months just paying staff to work for me.
I took 3 days off after I had my daughter and went back to work.
I should have gone back sooner, but like, it was a whole thing.
You have to like, you have to position yourself for those things.
Well, my
right?
husband got hired for firefighting 3 days after our son was born.
Oh my gosh.
And then he went into like
You're
3 months of recruit school.
Oh,
so like he was gone for that. Like he was busy.
So hard.
Such a blessing. We had a great job.
Yeah.
Like so thankful.
Yeah.
But like I couldn't go back to work because there was a baby.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was like, are we going to survive this mat leave? And then you find a way out of it and you find a way through it.
Yeah.
And so many times I would sit there and just meditate on all the times I didn't think I was going to get to the next step.
Yeah.
Especially in my music career.
Yeah.
There was so many times where I was like, I don't know how we're possibly going to finish this project.
Yeah.
Or do this thing. Like, a lot of people didn't know my background or like how I was doing any of the things I was doing, but I had like no money.
Yeah.
I didn't come from money. My parents were both pastors.
Oh,
there was
really?
like zero money.
Were they the musicians?
Yep. They had a traveling Christian rock band.
Oh, come on.
We won't get into it, but
that's great.
Yeah. So
I love that.
You just grind. You just grind. And I remember specifically when making 5 out of 10, that was my album. It came out like 2015. I, won about, first I met with the producer. He was like, it's going to cost about 30 grand to make the album.
Wow. I think people don't realize like the amount of investment that goes into making music.
When you wanted the quality to push to the next level.
Right.
Yeah.
Where did you record it?
In Toronto.
Okay.
With Tim Abraham.
Wow.
So
that's amazing.
Because you're paying the producer and then you're paying the musicians. And I had people from Feist, Arcade Fire, like they were playing on my album, and it was so cool and it was so fun.
Cool.
And they all cost money.
Yeah.
Right?
A lot of money.
But they were worth it.
Yeah.
But like I was so poor when I started making this album. Like he tells me it's gonna be $30,000 and I go, okay, let's try it. I was so poor at this point. I was sleeping on bath towels. I couldn't even afford a bed.
Oh my God.
Like, I don't know if anyone remembers the hats that I sewed and sold at my gigs, but this was like my main income.
Oh my God.
Sewing hats in my car. Like,
they were awesome.
They were great.
Yeah.
But like, that's the thinking from outside the box.
Yeah.
That like, how can I make extra money with skill sets that I have or don't have? I didn't know how to sew. I figured it out. My mom showed me the basics. Like, so poor, I was sleeping on bath towels. And like, so many times in that project where we ran out of money.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, where I'm going to get the next payment.
Right.
Like, I remember at one point I was like, I don't know where I'm going to get $3,000. And then I got a random email to play a gig and they were like, we're going to pay you $3,000. And I was like, what the heck is this gig?
Exactly the money I need.
I was like, what the heck is this gig? And it was Parliament Hall in Canada Day.
Oh my gosh,
I was like,
that's amazing.
I was like, how did you guys find me?
Yeah.
And they were like, we just Googled Niagara artist and you popped up. I was like, that's wild.
You're like advertising.
But I wouldn't even think that would happen.
Yeah.
But it did. And I was the only artist there that didn't apply.
Wow.
Crazy.
It was crazy.
Awesome.
It was crazy. And not even to mention it gets crazier than that. And like, I don't know how spiritual you want it to get, but like people invested in me, like someone who now is a very close friend, but I didn't know very well at the time.
Yeah.
Had a dream about me and said, I feel like God told me to give you $7,000.
Wow.
Crazy. And they became an investor in my album.
Wow.
Did you, I mean, obviously you're raised by pastors. Did you feel like spirituality was like a big thing in your
100%.
Yeah.
I was only doing it because I felt like it was the path I was meant to be on.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
having those like serendipitous, experiences.
I definitely did it because I felt that it's where God wanted me to be.
It's amazing.
I had a lot of people pushing me to play Christian quote unquote music.
Right.
And I refused. I think that's a stupid concept.
Yeah.
To make a genre out of your religion.
Yeah.
I was like, why can't I just believe whatever I want and sing whatever I want wherever I want?
Very
I didn't hide
positive,
it.
It was very like positive,
God
influential.
was a huge part of my life, is a huge part of my life,
Yeah.
was a huge part of my writing.
Yeah.
And when I say I picked up the guitar at 18 and the voice that came out of me felt like it came from elsewhere.
I love those stories.
It felt like a gift.
It's like you got possessed.
It felt like a gift that I was meant to steward.
Right.
And not something I owned.
It's amazing.
And could take credit for. But something I was meant to, steward and like carry.
Yeah.
But I never took ownership of it. Like, I never thought, like, I'm so great. Look how great I am.
Right.
I felt like, what a gift.
Yeah.
To get. And it's my responsibility to share it.
I love that.
Right?
And you can feel that, like, in your music, it's so genuine, it's so authentic. It's not like you're trying to, like, show off or, be this, like, boisterous person. You were just like, I want everyone else to experience this.
I was trying to put a voice to things I was feeling.
Yeah.
And I was trying to be as truthful as possible.
Yeah, it was a really, like, relatable way, right? Or, like, maybe somebody else is feeling this, too.
And to like, if the only point of music is that you write it and people realize they're not alone in their feelings, that was noble enough for me. That was enough of a purpose for me. Because sometimes in art, you can start to feel like, what is the point of this?
Yeah.
Like, what
Especially
am I
when you're
even...
putting that much money, right? You're like working all the time that you're working, every dollar you spend, you're putting towards your art. You can really, I feel that way in the studio, where there's times where I'm just like, how am I just giving and giving and always like, and it's like having this responsibility.
It's a purpose.
Yeah, it's a purpose.
And
but when you're spending every single penny you have on it, you're like, why?
Yeah.
Can I have a different purpose?
But it's so important to have purpose.
Yeah.
And I think that's why
agree.
so many of us got depressed during COVID, because you lose that purpose. And, you know, there's the book, Man's Search for Meaning, and he talks about how depression is lack of purpose. And so it was, I will actually say, when I was grieving music, so much of that grief was the loss of purpose.
Yeah.
And trying to find something that could compete with that feeling of purpose that I had playing music. But the thing about purpose, and the thing about, if you want to call it calling, or you can't fabricate it. Like, I felt the wind in my life shift.
Yeah.
And I knew that music was no longer that path.
Right.
It was shifting elsewhere.
And it's hard to let go.
And it's hard to let go and to be like, well, where are we going now?
Yeah. As
I
a human,
did all
I
of
think
this.
you identify yourself too with it, right? You're like, this is who I am, right?
And I think
This is
you
my
have
identity.
to be careful that, and I definitely did this at times in your 20s are hard.
Period.
They're hard.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You're like,
you're so confused.
trying to be a person.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out who you are as a person. You're trying to meet another person that you might want to spend the rest of your life becoming a person with.
Yeah.
Like,
with a high school education.
With a high school education. And you're like, I think at times I let music be the only thing I liked about myself.
100%.
And that's so dangerous because it's just your job.
I'll go even further, as like for me, I was going through so much mental health in my 20s that the dance was like, for me, dance was the only thing that I was like, this is like what I'm holding on to. This is my one thread of absolute, and everything else is a mess.
When I got up on stage, peace. Like it was like nothing, to this day, nothing touches that feeling.
Yeah, it's this utopia.
It's like being a mom, like, for sure. Yeah. But
a mom's like
it's just a different thing.
It's not like a momentary thing.
But like nothing can bring me peace. Like, you know, getting up on stage and sharing your music and having people like listen. Yeah. That's different. Playing a gig and having a gig where people listen are two completely different experiences.
Yeah.
But like playing an auditorium where people have come to hear your words and they absorb them, there's not many feelings like that. Yeah. That was a great feeling. I love that. I would play yoga studios because they just couldn't talk. Like, and they couldn't leave.
Yeah.
Like, I loved it.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted to like get the words out there.
Yeah.
And
it feels like you're in community in those things. And I think that,
well, you are.
Yeah. If you go back to like the church setting, that's kind of a very similar experience, right?
Yeah. I guess it can be the same. And, you know, that's a whole other thing, how you intertwine your music, faith, purpose, this, that. I think I might have intertwined them too much at times. Like, I have to do this, or God needs me to do this thing. And it's taken me a long time, well into my 30s now, to realize it's not what you're doing, it's who you are while you do whatever.
Right.
Like, whatever you're
doing.
You
can do anything, I know.
And that's character, and that's the point.
Yeah. I think it was really interesting that you said it took you that long out of being able to look back retrospectively and realize that it is really about the journey. It's not about where you got to or what you accomplished. It's all those little days in between,
and
right?
even
it's
just
every time you touch the stage.
Simpler than that, it's just the music exists now.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you put
it just exists
out.
now.
Yeah, it's so cool.
And it exists forever. And, you know, I remember I saw an interview of Bob Dylan later in his life, And he's obviously not writing as much. And this interviewer's like, well, what happened? And he's like, the wellspring dried up. And I feel that sometimes.
Yeah.
I think it'll spring back open. But like, is his music any less valuable because he didn't constantly make more?
Do it till the day dies?
Absolutely not.
No.
He made an impact because the songs exist, and they wouldn't have existed without him. And my songs wouldn't have existed without me.
Yeah.
And like, that's enough. That's the whole point. And
And there's probably so many people that have had such good experiences with it, and you don't even know, right?
One of my favorite things I hear from people, or did, especially back in the day, was like, kids loved my music.
Yeah.
Like people's kids.
So like, yeah.
And I would get, I'm not even kidding you, hundreds of videos of people's kids dancing to Okay Okay.
Oh, it's so great.
I loved it. Like, nothing made me feel more accomplished than a kid loving my music, because they're brutally honest.
Yeah.
Like, they're brutal. Never do I want a kid's critique on my outfit. But like, I love that. That was so meaningful to me.
Yeah.
And today I was practicing and my son was dancing, and I was like, I love this.
Yeah.
Like, it can be hard to find the point of art.
Yeah.
It can be.
Especially now, we talk about it a lot. It's a big theme on the podcast, that it's becoming exceedingly difficult. The more you focus on money, we're always exchanging our money in for time, and art is just so time consuming that you can't put a dollar amount on it.
Yeah.
And when you start doing it, the numbers in your head, you're like, how many hours did I just spend on that?
Yeah.
And what's that worth in money? And the more pressure there is on money, the more the art becomes that, like, it's hard to
so
balance
hard.
it, right?
So like I said, in my 20s, I put so much pressure to make money through music.
Right.
And that was great for a season. And then it turned on me.
Right.
Where the pressure to make money from music ruined the music
experience.
And then it was so great just working at Good Life. None of these people even knew I played music. My husband didn't even know. Like, that, this guy.
Did Google search you?
They, like, people know.
do that?
I don't even think people at the coffee shop know that I played music. Like, really, really.
Really?
And they'll be like, oh, cool, you wrote some songs. It's like, yep.
Got a few albums. No pressure.
It was just, I didn't do that much. It's cool.
Oh, my
But,
gosh.
like, it was so nice to meet people that wasn't a part of my identity for a bit.
Yeah.
Because there had been a lot in my 20s of people that seemed, I'm going to use the word attracted, but I mean in a platonic, even like friendship. For sure, there was guys that just were attracted to that persona and the music.
It's human nature. Like, you're just attracted to artists. They're incredible humans.
I can't tell you the amount of dates I went on where these people saw a gig and they were expecting this like hilarious, charming, easygoing person like I am on stage.
Right.
And then it gets past a couple weeks and I'm like a real person with like, I feel sad sometimes, or I'm PMSing.
Right.
And it was just like never got past that point. They thought, I remember dating this one guy and I think he thought I was like the next Zooey Deschanel or something. And like, I don't know if he thought I was like way more successful than I was, because he had heard about me before meeting me.
Okay.
This happened a lot after 5 out of 10. You've heard of my music before meeting me. So he met me and his assumption is that I'm like doing very well. I was living in a laundry room.
Right.
Like, not doing well. But I was doing well.
The bath towels.
Yeah, I'm making another album with all the money I made off the first one. And I still live in a laundry room.
Yeah.
Like, so it was shocking to see the perception. Like, I remember playing the Outlet Mall because they paid well.
Yeah, Laurel was talking about that too. Yeah.
But this was after high rotation CBC. People across Canada know my name at this point.
Right.
And I'm playing the Outlet Mall in Niagara.
Yeah.
And this guy stops by and he's listening and he's like, man, I love Beth Moore. great. I love that you covered her song.
Oh my
And I was like, yeah, I am Beth Moore. And he's like, no, you're not. And I was like,
God. Oh my
I think I am.
God.
I'm pretty sure.
That's great.
And so then he actually looked at me and he was like, yeah, you are. He's like, okay. And he was like, what are you doing here? He was so shocked. He's like, what are you doing here? Playing at an outlet mall.
Yeah.
And I was like, can I ask you a question? He's like, yeah. I was like, did you buy my album? And he's like, no. I was like, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why, my man.
Yeah, that's
And
why
he looked like so shocked. I was like, I'm just kidding. Like, here's a few free CDs. Like, so
Right.
great to meet a fan.
Yeah.
But like,
But seriously.
it's not what it seems.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Oh my gosh.
when you see me in an IKEA commercial, then you can wonder why I'm playing at the outlet mall. But until that
Right.
point, there's not that much money in music.
Right.
So there was some crazy times of like those perceptions,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I forget how we got on that. I'm just went on a tangent.
Yeah, no, I think we hear that a lot from artists of like, there is this like grinding period, there's all this money, then you take this investment and you make this big move and you record the album. And a lot of times we've heard from artists that they didn't have the money up front. So then it became we're going to front you. And then you're going to pay this off over.
So I also won a lot of grants.
Yeah.
I became a grant writer.
Yeah, somebody was telling me about you doing that. I was like, I'm going to call her because we're trying to do grants with the dance studio, right? We have this community of kids that like...
Now you can use like...
Yeah.
I hate to say it. You could use like Claude or like...
Yeah,
you don't necessarily
yeah.
need a grant writer. You need someone to guide you.
Yeah, just a point in the right direction,
but, like,
right? Of, like, how do you apply for them?
I won myself so many grants. I then was like... started charging... small amounts. Like, honestly, a lot of artists, I was like, you can pay me when you win.
Yeah.
And I only help people I thought were going to win.
Yeah.
Like, I would straight up be like, you're not winning.
Yeah.
And there was different reasons you wouldn't win a grant, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's a whole thing.
They're looking for usually something, like, specific in terms of, like, what you're offering.
If you're making an album in your basement with your friend, they're not funding you.
Right.
If you're making an album in Toronto with a producer whose name they recognize, they'll fund you.
They're going to put money on that.
If you haven't played any big gigs in the last 3 years, they're not funding you.
Right. I think it's so cool that you're able to mesh together your talent and your artistry with your sales part, because that's what we find a lot with artists is, we'll have them and they're so talented, but it's not being able to advertise yourself.
I don't even know if it was sales. I was just really good at bullshitting my way through things.
That's sales. What are you talking about? That's what sales is.
But like grants are just smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
Like
so are sales.
I created a fake website, like a booking agency.
Oh, that's so smart.
I know.
Oh my
And I
God.
put all my friends on it. That's and created
amazing.
This guy named Lee Miles, who was like this booking agent who was booking us all gigs. Because on a grant, 25% of your mark is your team.
Okay.
Now, this was a real booking agency. I was just Lee.
Right.
I was booking everyone gigs.
Yeah.
So I wasn't lying.
No.
But like... you
gotta play the game, right?
You gotta play the game.
Yeah.
And like people would submit Word docs for their grants, and I'm like,
no,
it's smoke and mirrors. You gotta look like you have a team working for you,
right?
And like I luckily had a graphic design background.
Okay,
like I had been using Photoshop since I was like 11.
Nice.
So I was very lucky that my skill set worked towards what I was trying to do.
Yeah. I think that all those different pieces do go into sales.
Yeah.
Like really.
Well, and sales was an extension of marketing in general.
Yeah.
And like in my music career, finding these, you have to really think outside the box.
Yeah.
Of like, how am I going to get people to listen to this music?
Right.
Like I remember playing a gig in Peterborough. And I don't know anybody in Peterborough. And this was before anyone in Peterborough knew me.
Right.
And I was like, nobody's coming to this gig. Like, nobody. Are you kidding me? So I printed ticket stubs at Staples and went all over town with like 100 of them and said, hey, we've got a couple extra tickets to this sold out show tonight. Why don't you just take them? I can't go.
Genius.
And I just started handing out these tickets to this sold out show because I couldn't go.
Oh,
and then these people showed up and I'm playing. I was like, I got you, but like, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.
That is so good. I'm going to use that.
It was great. And that show had like 50 people in it. And I was like, 50% of what I handed out.
Yeah.
Great.
And if someone books you a show, like that's enough to make it look like, you know, you got pull, you got go. I think that goes back to like the grinding too. And I think it is a lot of thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of legwork. Like how many times do you get an idea and then you're like, do you know how long it's gonna take me to do this?
So
and,
I mean,
like,
I don't function like that. If I get hyper focused, I'm like ready to go.
Yeah.
I'll have this thing done in 3 minutes.
Wow.
Like I don't actually think through consequences.
Yeah. No, honestly though, I've like done so much mentorship through people that are like trying to get something started or doing community growing. And that's always what I say to them. I'm like, the second you think it's too hard, just do it. Just go for it. Like, just don't let your brain go to that place where you talk yourself out of it.
Yeah. Depending on the idea, right?
No.
But like,
just do it. That's how you learn.
Yeah, that's the thing. You do sink or swim and you throw a lot of spaghetti at the wall.
Yeah.
And you see what falls down. And, you know, as a musician, you definitely throw a lot of spaghetti at the wall. There's definitely songs I played and I was like, that song sucked. Like, nobody liked that. I remember playing a gig in Sarnia and it was like a big gig at the time. I was like 21. I'd only been playing 2 years.
Okay.
And it paid a lot of money. And it was like a gig everybody in Canada or in Ontario talks about and plays. And I played it.
Is it where it is, the location?
Yeah. It's like this bar. And they had lots of famous people play there.
Okay.
So I played a gig there. And after it, the booking agent who had booked me was like, they think you need more work. And like, it was a bit rough. And I was like, okay. It crushed me. Absolutely crushed me.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, okay. And, you know, around that same time, I had kind of put out my first album, The Road.
Yeah.
And, well, maybe like about a year after that. And I had different people I played music with and different bandmates and this and that. And they're like, why don't you just like not play guitar? Like, we'll play guitar. And I was like, no. I'm going to figure it out. Like, I was just so stubborn that I was like, I know I'm not the best and I know I'm not even maybe good, but I'm going to get good.
Was there a reason why you had this like persona that you had to play?
I just get hyper focused and I'm competitive and I need to be good at things.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
That's just who I am. Like, I was like, no, if I'm doing it, I'm doing it.
I've talked to like singers sometimes that are just like, oh, I don't know what to do with my hands. Like it's too awkward if I don't have like something to do.
No,
in the front.
I just like, for me, I wrote the songs on the guitar.
Okay.
And it's like, you're not going to separate me from the music.
Yeah.
Like, this is my show.
Okay.
Like,
yep.
The rest of the music can go
doing.
around me.
Right.
And it wasn't an arrogance thing. It was simply like a purpose thing. It's like I'm not going to do this if I'm not doing it in a capacity that brings me fulfillment.
Yeah.
But I'll say that Sarnia gig, I think it was probably a couple years later, I played there again. They didn't remember me from before. And they were like, rave reviews. Like, this is amazing. Thank you so much for coming to play. And I played there twice a year for the next like 6 years, right?
So awesome.
So many people would have been scared to go back.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like tail between your legs kind of thing.
Yeah, but I was just banking on them not really remembering who I was.
Yeah.
And like,
sometimes you do it as like a personal accomplishment, right? You're like,
yeah, I needed the money, but I also just, I knew I had gotten better, which you do with consistency.
Yeah.
You just keep showing up.
That's the grind.
And like I said, I was like a figure skater growing up.
Oh, yeah.
And what I took away from figure skating that carried most over into my music and owning a business was that when you go on that ice and that music starts, it does not matter how many times you fall down. You're out there till that music stops. So you better just get up and try to get the next one.
Yeah.
And there was times where you fell on every single jump.
Right.
And I still would go after that last jump, being like, I'm going to at least get this one.
Yeah.
And sometimes you do, and sometimes you don't. Like,
Yeah.
but you had to get back up. Like, you just have to, it sometimes was who recovered fastest.
That's
right?
life
and
in
like
business for
failing fast.
Yeah.
So I carried that into music, and I would just try to fail as fast as possible. A bad review, okay. I'm going to absorb it, I'm going to fix it, and then I'm going to move on from it.
Yeah.
And I do that as a business owner. 1-star Google reviews crush me, like devastate me. But I absorb it. I make changes if they were legit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I move on.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the power move. And I think in business, that's so important. I constantly am telling people that. I'm like, if you just let it consume you, like, just go and try harder next time. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Or
go.
just, you're putting everything you have into it.
Yeah.
And we're not perfect people.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
Some Google reviews, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I was at the point where it's like, I'm just start messaging you, like, I'm right there at the counter to talk to you in person.
Yeah, why didn't you ask
right
me?
here.
I think that
I will
all the
bend over
time.
backwards to fix any issue.
Yeah.
But you decided to just write it here instead.
Yeah. At least yours was like a one-time thing. I'll have parents all year.
Yeah.
And then be like, oh, they never told me about this. And I'm like,
Oh
you
my
sat in
gosh.
the office
Yeah, just talk to
the
me.
whole year. We
I
were
honestly
always
think
there.
people who leave 1-star reviews on small businesses
Yeah.
are the worst.
I know.
Like,
I
just
know.
talk to the owner. We're
Yeah.
right there. We're probably
Yeah.
right there. Like,
Yeah, I was amazed. So I started getting into like doing sponsorships on like our events and our
Yep.
whatever. I had never done that before, but with the community, I'm like, it makes sense that we're doing like affiliations and like partnerships with other businesses. And I'm shocked at how many like small businesses, it's the owner that's like behind the counter. It's
There's economy.
shocking to me. Yeah, I know. See, it was shocking to me.
minimum wage is like $18.
I
We
thought
have to be behind the counter.
Yeah, I thought I was the
Yeah.
only one that was just doing all the things in my business. I was like, oh, no, it's every... when I'm
all
like,
of
can I
us.
speak to the owner? They're like, yes. Hi, I'm here.
It's me making the bread and the syrups
Yeah.
and the drinks.
Exactly.
Like-
Amazing.
Yeah.
I was curious what your favorite show was.
My gigs that
Mm-hmm.
I've played, ooh. It's funny though, because you would think it was some of the big ones.
Not necessarily.
But like people think that.
oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it
Like-
was the biggest show you played. Yeah.
Like for sure the biggest was opening for Keith Urban.
oh,
and
my
that was
God,
like
that's so wild.
a huge show.
Yeah.
But I felt nothing
Huh.
because it was just so many people.
Stadium.
There's so many people that you're like, I didn't actually connect with anybody.
Right.
So I think, okay, one of my favorite gigs was I played in Belleville, actually. I opened for, I've opened for a few bands there, and I did enjoy that gig every time because it's like an auditorium and it's ticketed and everybody's listening. And everybody's just there to listen to music.
Yeah.
And it's about 500 people, but it's still intimate. And I remember I opened for April Wine,
Oh, amazing.
and which I'd never heard their music, but I actually liked this show because it was one of the only times I got heckled.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and I remember
what did
it
someone say?
fondly. Yeah, so this drunk guy in the crowd, I'm playing like a 20-minute acoustic set.
Yeah.
And this drunk guy in the crowd's like, we want April Wine. We want April Wine. And I'm like trying to introduce my next song, and I finally go, I just stop. I'm like, yeah, man, I know. I know you're here to see April Wine. Their name's on the sign. Okay, we all know you're here to see April Wine. Can you take a bathroom break? Like, I really said this. I was like, can you go to the bathroom for like the next 5 minutes like a normal person and just shut up?
Oh my God.
Like, and I got
for
a standing
you.
ovation.
Amazing.
And he got kicked out. But like,
amazing.
the crowd was like, yeah. like she just went off on this guy because I was like,
Oh my God.
yeah. I was like,
We
nobody
know.
in this room thinks you're here just for me.
Yeah.
Not a single person.
Right.
Like, I'm up here for 20 minutes.
But what a stupid thing to say to someone.
I sold so many CDs at that gig because people felt bad for me.
Or they just were like, yeah, like,
Well,
good,
yes,
good
that
thing
too.
you stood up for yourself.
Yes,
You're
but there
cool.
was a ton of people like, that wasn't nice. Here's a 50.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, I don't feel bad about it, but like,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah.
So I actually loved that. That was like such a fun, supportive crowd.
Yeah.
And like, I can't think of a single other time I was heckled. So was
Especially
funny.
in that way. That's a weird heckle. I thought you'd get more of the like, go out with me, you know?
Yeah. Okay, that's
Will you
funny.
go on a
That's
date,
funny though, because
Beth?
I like never got asked out at gigs.
Really?
Men never approached me at gigs. Now I've said I've dated guys that saw me at gigs. It was usually other bands.
Okay.
No, like nobody ever. I can honestly say like nobody ever hit on me at gigs.
Really?
And I just thought like,
That's surprising to me.
but I was just like, I don't know. I didn't think much of it. I was like, maybe I'm just like not attractive. Like I don't know.
That's
but
not
I just
true.
didn't care either.
Incorrect.
But I remember like my
Maybe you're
bandmates.
intimidating.
Well, maybe. And there's essays written by Nico Case about this. But like
Yeah.
my bandmates at the time, Jake and Jeff, who I played a lot with, I was probably like 26, 27. Been playing a long time. Played
Yeah.
a lot of gigs.
Right.
And I said to, I think it was Jeff, and I was like, no one ever hits on me at these gigs. Like ever.
Yeah.
And he stops and he's like, I'm going to stop you right there. He's like, I hope you realize you give the strongest fuck off vibe of anyone I've ever met. He's like, it's this.
Oh my God.
It's this.
Wow.
And I was like, you know what, man? That's intentional. Because I
Yeah.
like legit don't want strangers talking to me.
Oh my gosh.
And you know what? There was a lot of people at times I would hear whisperings in Niagara that Beth Moore is an asshole. I did. And it's because I was so focused when I was playing, and then I would
Yeah.
kind of crash after the gig,
Yeah.
and I just like couldn't carry a conversation.
It's just so much energy output, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I
it's
would
pouring
completely
out on
crash
stage
and
then-
like,
yeah.
and yeah, if you're trying to hug me and I don't know you, it's not going to happen. Like, I don't want you to touch me.
Right.
So I like literally ducked under people's arms and been like, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
So it was just funny because he was like, that's why no one hits on you.
Yeah.
You're giving off a vibe.
You're putting out the energy.
And then I realized that vibe was very much intentional.
Yeah.
And I was okay with it.
Yeah,
I was like-
especially like at a gig, right? You're so, like you said, you're focused. It's, yeah, you're just
and my
not
husband had nothing to do with my music career and still like likes my music, but
Yeah.
doesn't care.
he didn't meet you in that way.
No, and
Right.
he thinks it's cool, but he could care less if I play music or not.
Yeah.
And that's a great thing.
It's no pressure,
You don't
right?
want to
It's
feel
not
like that's what you love about me.
Yeah.
Because so many people get attracted to the talent.
Yeah.
And that's such a small part of a person.
Yeah.
Right?
And like you said, it's like a very intimate thing with yourself. That artists already put so much pressure on themselves that if you also, I think your partner needs to be like your safe haven.
Well, and you have to realize now, being 37, I have realized art comes and it goes.
Yeah.
It comes and it goes.
It does.
And if I felt like I had to keep it in every season, that would be too much pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I like to be able to come to it when I feel I have something to say,
Yeah.
not because I have to put out more music.
Right.
Like, people always ask me, are you going to make another album?
Are you?
Yeah, probably. Honestly, if I have something to say.
Right. Yeah,
And I feel like I do. It's
Yeah.
building up.
Right? I know. Becoming a mom,
building
you're like,
up.
I got all the things to say.
I know.
Get ready.
I was writing a song. My husband doesn't really like sad music. He's an empath, so I keep the sad ones to
Okay.
myself because I love to write a really sad song.
And
Like,
then it's your partner too.
it up.
So you're like, oh.
Yeah, but I was writing a song recently kind of about my son. And what was the line in it? It's hard because the recording has my son screaming over it.
Of course.
But it was like, the hook in the song was like, it's crazy that we only do this once.
Right.
You know?
Aww.
Like, it's so crazy to me that we only get to do all this once.
Yeah.
And you don't get to redo any part of it.
I know.
Yeah.
Like I said, I might have had 5 kids if I had understood how much I loved motherhood.
Yeah.
But you just don't know until you know.
Yeah.
And like this song was all about like, I didn't even know I was taking a right turn when I maybe wanted to go left.
Yeah.
You know? And
Like
it was
starting
about
a family?
No, like
Oh.
I didn't know when my music career kind of stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
I remember saying it felt like I was in a hallway and all the doors were shut.
Right.
And then I kind of lived in that grief for a bit.
Right.
And I had someone once say to me, he's like, when you're in a cave, you can either live in that cave or keep on digging and figure out what's on the other side and make it a tunnel. And at some point I must have opened one of those doors that kind of led to where I'm at now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I remember kind of waking up one day and I own this coffee shop and I'm standing in it. And I was kind of like reminiscing on my music career. And I was like, man, sometimes I would circle back to this, like, it just like amounted to nothing. Like, I don't understand.
No.
And I remember like standing in this coffee shop and just realizing like I didn't have to have the backup plan figured out. It was there waiting for me.
Yeah.
All of the experiences and all of the skill sets and all of the life experience was leading me to something that made sense for me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that was really healing to realize like I didn't actually have to know which door to open and I didn't have to pound a door down.
Yeah.
I just had to kind of stay present and stay engaged in what brings me joy and what makes sense. And like,
yeah.
you know, you kind of find yourself in a place where you're like, I'm pretty happy doing this.
Do you think we like are, especially as like young women or young like motivated women, do you think people kind of put those seeds in our head where they're like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And you're like, you know, what are you going to do tomorrow? What are you going to do with your life?
I definitely think as a society and as a culture in general, we are fed this tale of ambition.
Yeah.
Like that we all have to amount to something.
Right.
Special. The millennials, I think, were the special generation where we all thought we were supposed to be something special.
Yeah.
And we don't necessarily realize like you're living a unique life experience either way.
Yeah.
And you don't actually have to do anything extraordinary to do that. You just need to live it.
You're already great.
Yeah. You just need to live your experience.
Yeah.
And I think I kind of fell into that trap of like, I have to be successful. I have to do something different, something bigger, something better.
Right.
And I pushed off marriage, family, meeting someone. Like I said, I didn't meet my husband till I kind of settled around 28 and kind of stayed in one place long enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I pushed it because I thought I had to amount to something special. And then it all happens and you have a family and you have a kid. And I honestly felt bamboozled. Like, I was like, damn, nobody told me like this was the point. Like,
Right.
Like, I didn't understand, like, ambition's great.
Well, our moms did.
Yeah.
Our moms tried very hard. Since we were 15, our moms told us how great it was.
Well,
we weren't listening to them.
I mean, my mom wanted me to do a lot of other things.
Yeah?
But,
Okay.
yeah. But, like...
No, my mom was always just like, it's great, be a mom.
Yeah. It's... And there's other great things. And I'm so glad I lived such a full experience as a musician.
Totally.
And I'm so glad. And maybe I feel that way about motherhood because I was 35.
Yeah.
And I had lived a full life.
Yeah.
Okay. And I was ready for my life to be about something more than me.
Yeah.
Okay. I was there. So, but then there's a party that I felt like, damn, like I could I would have had 8 of these. Like, this is great.
Yeah.
I mean, I only have 1. Let's wait till we have 2, and then I might be like, no,
Yeah,
never mind. I'm just kidding.
100%.
But
we loved having 1.
Yeah.
1 was wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
When
but then the people with 5, it's like
buddy,
they all kind of just hang out with each other.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he's from a family of 5.
Okay. Yeah. I'm 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I know, I don't either.
But it's just the human experience.
Yeah.
You know, and you go through seasons and phases. And if you cling on to any of them too tightly, you might miss where the wind is blowing next.
Right.
So, like, will I write another album? Probably. Will I do it for money? Absolutely not.
Right. Yeah.
Will I spend a lot of money recording it? Absolutely not.
Right.
Yeah.
If I do another album, it will be live off the floor.
That's great.
That's it.
Yeah, and I think now
That's it.
now the time is like there's so many options now. There's so much availability for those kind of things.
It is
I
a
think,
lot
like,
easier.
So much
even
easier.
I'm gonna say it, even like music has even less value now than it did 15 years ago.
I also just wrote a song. It was about my dance studio on AI.
I love it. So this is the thing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We have
I
AI.
just plugged in the voice.
Yeah.
I plugged in the lyrics, and it made it for me.
And you know what? Great.
Yeah,
You're finding a way to like express yourself, but the purpose of me writing more music is that the songs are meant to exist for me.
Yeah. You have to.
You have to do it. Yeah.
That would be the only reason I would do it, because it's not that I think you can make it in music easily. Like, I don't think I'm gonna make an album and like make a bunch of money. But like, if I feel there's something to be said, I'm gonna want to say it.
Yeah.
And I found an interview in a newspaper when I was going through some old stuff from when I was 20.
Wow, that's so cool. We're so excited about doing that with the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're going to be 60 and get to listen to it back. Yeah.
And they were like, what? Like, why do you play music? And I was like, I'm just trying to tell the truth as authentically as I can.
I love that.
Right?
That's so great.
And I think I read that. I was probably in my 30s and I was crying because I was like, where did I lose that? Where I started writing music to get on this hot AC or for the next step, for the next thing.
Yeah.
As soon as I started writing music for other people, it fell apart.
How did that happen? Like, were they requesting you to? Were they like giving you feedback?
Yeah.
Or you just had this feeling of I have to go in a new direction?
No, there was feedback.
Okay.
Yeah. There was feedback that my music was too wordy.
Yeah.
For like TV syncs. Like on TV shows, like I use too many words in my songs.
Which is hard.
Can't really change that.
Love writing.
We can't really change that. And it was something I was like, well, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And then there was feedback that I needed to be just like a little more poppy.
Right.
Which ended up not going well for me when I tried to do it, because it just wasn't who I was. And I enjoyed the pop project that I did.
Yeah.
My goal was to write a poppier project with meaningful lyrics, and I accomplished that. And no one's ever really heard that project.
Right, you're saying that.
But
it's hidden.
It was, I accomplished what I set it to do, but in the end, I couldn't perform it. I didn't know how to bring those songs to life. And I just...
Did you try pigtails?
Yeah. I was like, what am I going to get up here and dance? Like, what? I was like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And then I put out a song in 2020 that was poppier, and it's on Spotify, and it's called Late Bloomer.
Yep.
And it's a great song.
Yeah, it's so fun.
But it was like, so then it was too poppy for CBC.
Oh my God.
Right?
Yeah.
So I kind of was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done.
I don't know what you people want from me.
And, they probably didn't want anything.
Yeah.
I should have just, kept going on the path I was going and writing music that felt good to me.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to write something poppy.
Yeah, I think we all balance, it's a balancing act, right? We want to be ourselves and we want to like create the art we want to create. But there's this audience that you're always trying to get their approval, and you're trying to get,
When you fly so close to like hot AC, and like Indie 88 and
Right.
like that next level,
Yeah.
it's hard to not want to
Dance Monkey.
Dance Monkey. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what was great though? I had a moment where one of the guys from Hey Rosetta came into the coffee shop.
Oh, amazing.
And they were much more famous than me.
Yeah, we saw them at Way Home, I think.
Incredibly
Yeah.
successful.
Yeah, way home.
Yeah.
Incredible band.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are you up to, man? What are you up to now? He's like, I own a coffee shop. And I was like, I feel so good
Come
that we
on.
ended up in the same place.
Yeah, exactly. Amazing.
I was like, coffee shop ownership, where
Yeah.
all musicians go for retirement.
yeah.
Because all we do is tour and drink coffee.
Right. Yeah.
Like, we
Okay.
know coffee. Like, if anyone knows coffee, it's musicians who are touring.
You're living
and
off it.
trying to find the local coffee shop.
Yeah. Staying up late, getting up early. It's coffee. Thank
Yeah.
God for coffee.
Thank God for coffee. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and
Yeah.
then we'll come back and talk about the coffee shop. I'm
Yeah,
excited. All right.
All right, we'll be back.
Okay, I'm going to play The End of the World because I think we're all feeling that now.
It's lately.
Lately. But this song, a couple of years ago, so my music career had kind of slowed down. And I played a gig at the Outdoor Adventure Show just because every so often I just agree to gigs and I'm like, whatever, sure. And I was like literally like playing in a bush, like in a corner in a bush. Nobody's listening. It's all people buying hiking gear. And I'm just like in a bush playing songs. And it was one of those moments where you're like, so this is what it's come to. Just playing music in a bush. And you really kind of go through this, like, what was the point of all of this? Like, you really kind of go through it, especially when you've struggled so hard for an art. Anyways, I played the gig, and then, of course, I went looking for coffee after. And the only thing in Mississauga, because it's actually a bit of a coffee wasteland, at the time was at Square One. You could get Hatch coffee. So I went to Square One. And I'm just like walking around. I'm thinking about all this. I'm thinking about my music career. And I'm thinking about how I was playing in a bush. I'm thinking about the purpose of art and life and just kind of oscillating through all of it. And I went into chapters. I was looking for a book for my husband. And I'm like talking to the guy looking for this book. And this song starts playing on like the radio in the chapters at Square One. And like I've heard my stuff plays at Metro in this place and that, and people message me all the time, but like what a thing like to happen when I'm like oscillating through the purpose of art and the purpose of this music. And I'm like just standing there. I was like, it just exists now. Yeah. Like it just exists and it's being played here for all these people to listen to. And like, that's enough.
Totally.
That's it. That's enough.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get royalties from that. Like, that's nothing.
Yeah.
But like, I had heard myself on the radio before, and those are all really fun, exciting stories. The first time you hear yourself on the radio, and every time something was going on that was very much like, this person's not on the radio. Like my engine had blown in downtown Toronto, and I'm on the side of the road with my car smoking. I'm like, I'm on the radio. It's me. And everyone's like, no, it's not. So, it wasn't the first time I'd heard myself on the radio. But like, I don't know. It was just one of those really brought me peace. And I was like, music's just meant to exist. So I'm going to play this song because I thought it was a super random song to be playing on the radio because it never got picked up as a single. But it's a fun song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was walking through the valley of the shadow of death. Yeah, I looked to my right, I looked to my left, and oh, the things I did see. I said, whoa, Lord, have mercy on me, 'cause I won't be the one to play the fool. Yeah, I won't be the one who's running out on you. And they all saying it's the last day on earth. We got people running in and out of church. One now we got far from being good. Was there something we misunderstood? 'Cause they all saying on the day we're all evens out. No money is gonna be enough when the tolls are weighed. Yeah, it's time to say, oh, today is the last day. Shaking to the lowest road. I did not know I could get so low. I just reap what I sow, yeah. Oh Lord, won't you save my soul? 'Cause I won't be the one to play the fool, yeah. I won't be the one who's running out on you. And they all saying on the day where it all evens out. No money is gonna be enough when the tolls are weighed. Yeah, it's time to say, oh, today is the last day. Whoa, I never knew it'd be so hard. All these roads only go so far. You reach the end, you just stop and begin. Well, hold on tight, my friend, it's all coming to an end. 'Cause they all saying on the day where it all evens out. No money is gonna be enough when the tolls are weighed. Yeah, it's time to say, oh, today is the last day. Today is the last day. Today is the last day.
All right, we are back talking to Beth Moore. It's been amazing so far. Thanks so much for joining us on the podcast.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Just a shameless plug too, guys. If you have any friends that are business owners or are musicians that would be interested, definitely send it along. You can like and subscribe. We're on YouTube now, so definitely check us out across all the platforms. So yeah, we were talking all about your music career. I know you had mentioned about the coffee shop. But yeah, let's do a little more discussion about owning a coffee shop. I just picture a couple things. I just picture like, a barista being like similar to on stage, you're like back, you're trying to entertain people, you're taking orders,
I mean, I'm a chit chatter.
Yeah.
Like for sure. We were joking that I should get an apron that says like professional yapper.
Yeah.
Because I'll just chat like everybody up, which is hilarious. We talked about Google reviews. I got a 1-star review because the owner wasn't social enough. It was laughable.
You're like,
I was
this
like,
can't be real.
My
Maybe
staff,
they thought someone else was the owner.
No, it was an off day. I'll say that I had a line up out the door and I was alone. Like I wasn't. My head was down. My head was down.
Yeah.
I was not like. I might not have been nice. I might have been like.
Here.
I was just panicking. I was just trying not to cry in a corner.
Right.
Like, but I'm usually I'll chit chat anybody. I overshare, they overshare. It's great. Like I know so many intimate details about people's lives and I love it. And I'm like, tell me about your divorce. Tell me about this. Tell me about
You're
that.
like a built-in therapist.
Yeah, well, we're the new bartender. Baristas are the millennial bartender.
Yeah.
Yep.
I did just read something, people were saying that like they'd much rather go to a coffee shop and people aren't going to bars anymore. I don't think they're drinking and I don't think the environment is like great.
Yeah, people don't want to feel like trash.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, like I don't drink because I just can't afford to feel like trash.
Yeah.
Which millennial isn't working like 2 or 3 jobs?
Right.
Okay. I literally can't afford to be hungover.
Even just the amount of money that goes into alcohol.
Yeah. Even that, like.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's a lot of money, but I guess you're right.
It's the same cost as a coffee,
too.
but I'm not going to buy 5 coffees in a row.
Right.
Like I might, but the usual person wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay?
I might. I'll just have a jug. Can I have a growler? I actually
sell a bucket of 1 liter bucket of coffee at the coffee shop.
That's so
that went
funny.
like viral last summer. And it says like 1 liter of pure happiness.
I was just going to ask you, like, you must bring so much of like that sales, like marketing, advertising into the coffee shop. So much of it is
just like throwing spaghetti at the wall. And I'm like, this seems like a fun idea. And then I'll just do it. And some of them fail.
Yeah.
And some are like the bucket. And it's like, okay, yeah, people
are you
like
still
this.
selling it?
Oh, yeah.
The bucket?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. I love it.
Yeah, it's popular.
I guess it's the same as like going to Tim's and getting like the,
Yeah, it just tastes better, right?
Yeah. No, for sure. I'm not comparing the quality. Of course it's better. I just mean like it's not weird to buy it in bulk like that.
Yeah, this is like, I don't see a lot of people sharing though.
Just put a straw in it.
It literally is a bucket with a straw in it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Please send me pictures of
Yeah,
this.
it's on our Instagram. Like, they're very popular. But for sure, like, so much of it is just that industrious, you know, like, what's next? And so much of it is like, what do I think will be fun?
Yeah.
Even like the specialty drinks we create. Like, I am a coffee snob, and I'd love to just serve espresso and flat whites and be a snob about it and be like, there's no sugar available. To drink it black. Yeah. Like, I would love to be that person, but that's just not the vibe. And I want there to be something for everybody.
And people, people want opportunity when they come to a place, you know? They want selection.
So many of the specialty drinks I've brought in are because of experiences I've had. Like, there's a story behind pretty much everything. And, you know, like the lavender honey latte, I know everybody's doing it now, but when we started it, it's because I walked through the greenhouse and I was like, what could we turn into a drink? And like, we did a rosemary vanilla latte, but some people are like, this reminds me of Thanksgiving dinner. And I was like, that's fair. So that wasn't as popular.
Right.
You know, that one fell a little flat, but we do like the root beer espresso, which I didn't come up with that one, but I had it at a great coffee shop, Phil and Sebastian, in California. And it was like such a fun experience that I wanted to bring that here. And you know, the peanut butter chocolate was just me being like, I got this powdered peanut butter.
What am I going to do with it? Oh, amazing.
And, one signature drink I created that I had never seen anywhere and I kind of came up with was the honey butter. And it's funny because people are like, what's in a honey butter? And I was like, yeah, it's butter and honey. Yeah.
Oh, so good.
So we melt butter and put honey and salt. And it's unreal. It's good. But I had done like butter coffee in my 20s, and
that was like a huge thing, right?
Yeah, like I had done all those things, and so I don't know, it kind of all comes from experiences I've had, and it will be funny when you'll definitely see other coffee shops and even local coffee shops copy what you're doing, and that's fine.
Flattering.
It's flattering, it's great, but it's like doesn't take away from the story I'm telling.
For sure.
And like even so we started doing sandwiches in January, and I chose to do scacciata bread, which is like a Tuscan flatbread. Yeah. And that's because I had it on my honeymoon in Italy. Aww. And I wanted to recreate that experience specifically. So I went on Reddit and was like, who's worked at this place?
Wow.
How do you make this bread? And I got lots of different responses, which is funny. There's not like one straight answer, but I kind of took the average of what everybody was saying in my own research and just started experimenting. And it took me about 4 months of playing with this bread to get exactly what I was looking for. Wow. But now we've nailed it, and it's like exactly what I want. And it's so specific to this memory I have. So it can be funny. Then you see other places be like, we're doing scacciata bread now. And you know, they just probably saw it.
They're like, hey, they're doing it. They're successful. Let's do it.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's great. That doesn't take away from why I'm doing it. Yeah. Like, there's a story here.
Totally.
That brings joy to me when I share this. It's like music. I'm sharing this sandwich with you, this bread with you, because I had this experience, and I want you to have this experience. And even the coffee, I discovered great coffee touring in California. Was the first time I had this coffee at Intelligentsia, and I was like, why is this so good? Like, I had never had a coffee that smooth. And I was like, why is it so good though? What
makes it
making this so good?
Yeah.
And it really like created a hyper focus that I'm still living with to this day. Like, this journey of like, why is some coffee good and some coffee bad?
Yeah.
You know? So when people come in, so when people come into Palms, it's like, I want them to have that moment of like, dang, like, why is this good?
Yeah,
what is this?
Good?
And so I do get that feedback a lot, and we use Detour coffee from Hamilton,
Okay.
which has been around a long time. And some
Yeah.
coffee snobs will be like, oh, Detour's old news. But I will take consistent over interesting every single day of the week.
Yeah.
Every single
Yeah,
day.
it's interesting studying branding and realizing that like companies that are consistent are committed to their thing and they're not just going to follow the next cheap, next best, next thing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So like I could get into like the flavor notes and why I go with it, but Detour is like a very approachable middle to light espresso.
Okay.
And the trend in specialty coffee is this really fruity, light, acidic, and that's great. And that is a specific palate. That just for me wasn't approachable enough for people just entering the specialty coffee world. And I wanted to be that gateway.
Accessible.
I want it to be accessible. I want it to be approachable. That gap between Starbucks and like, why is this so good?
Yeah.
Right? And I didn't know that I could do that if I made the doorway too far away. Right?
Amazing.
Like too
Yeah.
hard to
Right.
process. So yes, we have peanut butter lattes, but like then people come in like, I'm just going to try a flat white. And I'm like, yeah.
Yay!
Yes. Let's try
Love
it.
how excited you are.
And then they're like, why is it so sweet and balanced? It's like, because I put a ton of effort into this.
yeah.
An unimaginable amount of effort has
Yeah,
gone
thought.
into this espresso.
Yeah.
Like we dial in multiple times a day, adjust espresso. Part of it's having a good palate, but like
Yeah.
training staff to like taste it and be like, is it bitter? Is it sour? Is it like, and you can go even deeper than I go. But like for me, I just want it balanced. I want it good and I want it consistent.
Yeah, the fact that you're like that attentive to detail is incredible. And I think like I'm hearing is that you're able to transfer all that creative energy into something like this, right?
Yeah.
Which is still ownership. It's still yours, It's
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it matters to me that it's a quality experience.
yeah.
Like it matters a lot to me.
How did you curate like the actual like space?
That's a good question. Winging it? Like,
Yeah.
no, you know what? Because we're in a greenhouse, so that's part of it, plants and tropical
That's so cool.
and blah, blah, blah.
Is it 1 billion degrees?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It gets spicy
Yeah,
for sure.
That's hot.
But we have fans. It's fine. We
Yeah.
have buckets of coffee. It's fine. So
drink coffee in your
yeah, we have a
bikini.
patio. It's
Oh,
fine.
fun.
So
Okay.
I wanted to, it's hard to explain because I went on a complete spiral for about 3 weeks trying to
Yeah,
design the
that's
space.
hard to pick.
So I took over the coffee shop, I think October 1st of 2022.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I opened November 1st. So I gave myself 1 month
Wow.
to like build a seating area, decorate the seating area, build the branding, the signs, everything. So
for you.
the name kind of just came from spitballing plants with my husband. Montessori, aloe. And then I was like, palm. I was like, palms. Nothing deeper than that. Sounded good. Palms Coffee Bar. I was like, I like the sound of it. Done.
It's tropical.
And I
goes
don't
with the greenhouse.
overthink things all the time.
Yeah.
That's the
So
impulsive.
I've got no CD as well. And I was like, sounds good. And then I had the signs printed like the next day. Like my brother's in branding, so
Oh,
he
nice.
fixed my logo up and kind of helped with a lot of the finishing touches.
Yeah.
And he's a good sounding board to be like, hey, do you like Palms Coffee Bar? He's like, yeah, sounds good. And I was like, cool, because he will criticize me if he can.
Right.
Absolutely.
It's a sibling thing.
Yeah. So then I had some ideas for a really eclectic sort of beachy vibe, like 1960s beachy vibe, like teals,
fun.
pinks. It just didn't actually translate into the space because it's a greenhouse and the
is it all
floors are
glass?
cement.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the wood is like, it would never look pristine.
Right.
It was earthy, like the
Yeah,
seating area. So
bohemian,
yeah.
like,
So
yeah.
I ended up actually changing some of the textures, like from like marble countertops or this or that to more of a painted plywood and more laid back. But the colors I went with this like salmon pink because I really wanted to bring that California vibe in, because that's where I first experienced great coffee.
Totally.
And I wanted to just carry that theme in.
Yeah.
And so we ended up with like the green and the pink. And then when I expanded the back room 2 years ago, I was like, maybe less pink, maybe more like lemons and like yellow and green. And we kind of went more that way. And I am like, we still haven't finished the mural, but we have like a lemon mural.
Oh,
that's supposed to
fun.
say, when life gives you lemons, trade it for coffee. But I had a baby and we just haven't done it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And then the space has expanded and grown to now, in the last year, becoming very family friendly. And I put a kids corner in. And because I realized, like, I started this coffee shop with the goal of introducing everybody to good coffee.
Even babies.
Especially babies. That's a lifelong customer.
Picture your 2-year-old on coffee.
Oh my gosh. I don't have to, because he's definitely sipped my coffee.
Oh my gosh.
He has definitely eaten my coffee beans off my coffee bar. Like, and trust, yeah.
Oh
I once looked over and he had coffee grounds like all over his mouth, and I was like, oh no.
Tasmanian devil.
He's already, like, you already have to wear sneakers and a sports bra to hang out with him. Like, you got to be ready to sprint.
Yeah,
okay?
100%.
So I realized moms and dads, like people with small children, don't really have anywhere to go have a coffee and have their kid distracted.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
So I put this play corner in, and at first it was just like a little desk with coloring.
Yeah.
And then I put in a play kitchen, and then now I've expanded it, and you can see it's like a little market thing. And like, man, are we busy with moms?
I found
like,
with the studio, I'm finding like parents are really interested. I think like they spend a lot of time when they are at home separate on their screens, so they're constantly looking for those like experiences when they can go out, that they're doing it together. Like, I'm really finding that transition in families where they are trying to go out and spend, like, my parents, I mean, sorry mom if you're listening to this, but like they were constantly trying to get rid of us. They were just like, you got a babysitter, right?
Yeah.
It was the 90s. So anytime they were going out, it was like they were fixated on spending like date night together or friend time together.
Millennials definitely just kind of go everywhere with their kids.
Yes.
And it's one like wanting it. Maybe it's because we have kids later in general.
Totally.
And we're ready
older.
to live beyond ourselves.
Yeah.
Another part is we can't afford babysitters.
Yeah.
Like any of us. We also don't trust anyone with our kids because we have too much information.
Yeah.
There's like,
you're like, a
stranger's gonna watch my kid without a GoPro on him? Are you kidding me?
Like, nanny cam.
Like, so I millennials bring their kids everywhere.
Yes.
So just recognizing that and being like, hey, bring your kids here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually like, I've had people complain about the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm straight up like, sit somewhere else.
Yeah.
There's 2 rooms.
Okay.
There's seating in the greenhouse. There's one spot that these moms can sit where their kids have toys.
Yeah.
You can sit actually in any coffee shop anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, but we've created spaces for both.
Right.
Right? We have. And now we're working on, or the greenhouse is building an all natural playground in the back. So, and they've got goats and chickens and an iguana.
Great.
So it's just very family friendly. And I just love that. I just love it.
Yeah, I feel like families, once they get their place, like they're the best clients. Like that's their thing, right? We go to one restaurant and it's because they have a kids corner, kids games, they have board games. Like we only go there.
Where is it?
Counterpart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know
it's
that.
on Stanley,
Great.
and it's the only place we go because we know what to expect. We're family. We don't want any surprises. We want our kids to be accepted. Yeah. So I think once you do make that switch to being family friendly and offering a place for families to go, they're a client for life.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, yeah, it's been one of the best business decisions I ever made. was like just making it accessible, and it wasn't a business decision. It was just like, hey, here's some toys, so
And
you
I
can
think
drink
too,
your coffee.
it's kind of a move, I think, for like moms that are in business too. Like I find myself too, like that's kind of why I picked my business, is because I knew my family was going to be able to grow up in it. I was going to be able to like have my kids here. So I think it's also, it reflects the fact that this is where the season that you're in your life, and you have to be able to bring your kids.
The amount of people that come in or have come in and saw my child strapped to my body while making their coffee was a lot.
Yeah.
For when he was young enough, he was in a playpen in the corner.
Yeah.
Waving to all the customers.
Right?
Like, you do what you got to do.
Yeah. And I love it. I always say, like, our kids are growing up in such a great opportunity because they get to see what it looks like to run your own business and have ownership.
And my husband has a personal training studio still. So sometimes he has to go there and he's running around the clients. Like,
Jack, baby.
He does. He grabs my son's huge.
Oh, yeah?
Like, he's a giant child.
Really?
Like, he's the size of a 4-year-old.
Huh.
Like, he's 2 and he wears size 8.5 shoes. Let me put it that way. So he threw a 5-pound dumbbell across my living room. So like he goes to the gym and he's pushing like the 30-pound medicine ball to the turf, and I'm like, what an animal! Like, oh my gosh, like
just jacked up on coffee, lifting weights,
like baseball. Like, I don't know.
Oh, this is great.
So yeah, all jacked up on coffee, lifting weights, 100%. So I know he's great, but we've created these spaces because I think millennial parents might just do it a little different, where we're like, they're just coming with us.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see us ever vacationing without our kids. And I don't judge people do. That's great.
No,
do it.
No.
I just like don't want to.
No, I don't want to either. I know I have this like mastermind company, and they go on like vacation, all like the dance studio owners together. And I always say that. I'm like, I love you guys. You're great. But like, I'm not going to give up the maybe possibly 2 or 3 weeks that we can potentially take time off. That's me and like him and our kid time.
You live once.
Yeah.
You get this one time.
Yeah.
You get their childhood one time.
Oh, and it happens so fast.
And like, I just don't want to miss it.
No.
Even with my ambition of owning a coffee shop, like my kid will come first.
Yeah.
Every time.
Well, and I always tell people like with business ownership is like, it is a grind, of course, but it does give you the opportunity, if you can make the numbers work, that at some point, you know, if there are moments, like we never had to miss a dance recital. We never had to miss a singing thing. Yeah, like we're always, if they're sick, I get to take the time off, right? So it does give you some flexibility.
It's stressful and it can be hard, like
balancing.
You never know, and I hope people have grace for small business owners too, because you just don't know what's coming. Or like if I were to go into the hospital, right? We're closed. Like, sorry, you know, we had a death in the family and I was like, we're closed.
Yeah.
Like,
I think we should Google review the clients.
I would love to.
We should get to Google review.
I was real close to doing like an Instagram live that was just like, let me go through. I'm going to talk about you.
Yeah. Hit list.
And honestly, I've had like 3 bad reviews ever that just live inside of me.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
And in the last week, I've gotten like 10 5-star reviews, and I'm like, what'd they say?
Yeah.
I could quote to you the bad ones, but it's just the human brain is like that. And
we fixate, right?
You have to condition yourself to just get back up, move on, forget about it.
Yeah.
And like try to fixate on the good.
It's hard to do.
Oh, it's so hard.
Yeah, I know. As like, as business owners, as perfectionists, you just end up like fixating and trying to, you know, it's good. I think I know a lot of people that are, you know, don't take criticism.
Right.
They just think they're exempt from it.
Right.
So I think as a business owner, it makes you a good business owner because you're using it to like fuel you to always get better. You're like, almost, is there validity in here? Any
valid. Okay, so for example, this person was like, the owner wasn't very sociable. Yada yada yada. The matcha wasn't very good. The same comment said all these things. They followed us on Instagram, so I messaged them. I was like, I saw your review. There was an off day.
Yeah.
I apologize you didn't have the experience you were looking for. I can guarantee you I'm actually usually too social to the point where it slows down traffic.
Right.
I was like, that's a good note on the matcha. I'll look into that. We served at the time, a more, I don't want to say lower quality, like a more not crazy expensive brand of matcha, but I was only charging $4.50 for my matcha.
Right.
Whereas Starbucks is $8. Matcha places are $8.50, $9.50. So I was trying to keep it approachable for people.
Right.
But now I buy the really expensive stuff and it's $6.50. But I took that advice and I was like, okay, you're a matcha person. I'm not really. If you think it could be better, I want to offer the best that we can.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have to charge more for it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And, you know, feedback like that, I'm happy to hear it. And we don't ever really get feedback on like the coffee, and it's always like, there was no diaper change table. It's like, there is, you just couldn't find it.
Yeah.
It's in a weird spot.
Do you have, because I feel like, I don't know, everyone, I mean, unless you were like born with a silver spoon, we all came from humble beginnings and didn't have a lot of money, and we've all been in those processes where we're like not in the ideal conditions and we're living on a shoestring.
Right.
How do you find it like pricing your stuff? Because that was a huge struggle for me for the first 10 years of my business. I was still operating from that place of like, I'm broke, there's no way I could ever buy this for this amount of money. And it took me a long time to get out of that mentality.
Well, I will say I am still cheaper than most coffee shops around me.
Yeah.
But it's not because I don't think I deserve more. I think our quality is
amazing,
top tier,
Yeah.
and like we could charge that. I just don't want to.
I know, right?
Because
it's that, like,
I want
I know what it feels like.
Provide good coffee for everyone that I can.
Aww,
and
that's so
I was a
great.
starving artist for many years, and I can tell you right now, if I had $5 left to my name, I spent that $5 on coffee.
Yeah.
So I don't think I could have done that if the coffee was $8, $9. And could I get away with charging $9 for a latte? Probably. I've built a strong enough brand, I could probably get away with that.
Yeah.
I just don't want to. And my goal has never been to build a bigger business. It's to build something I'm happy doing.
Yeah.
And can make a living out of.
Yeah.
If I make a little bit better living because I'm ripping you off, that doesn't matter. That's not that. I wouldn't do that. Like when we started our gym years ago, you know, people charge a lot for personal training, and my husband's worth every penny. Like he's a very good personal trainer. But we said right from the beginning, it's like, we're not trying to build a bigger business. We're trying to build stronger people. Yeah. And we don't want to just do that for the 1% that could afford it. So we always priced lower. And at times we suffer for that. Yeah, at times my business, the margins are tight because I don't get a discount on milk just because I'm giving you a cheaper latte.
No.
But the goal is never been to be, and this is circling back, I learned this from my music career. The goal is not to be special or super successful.
Yeah.
That's just not the goal, to be the best even. It's to provide a service that brings people joy and as many people as we can.
Yeah.
Within reason.
Be accessible.
Yeah. I'll never cost what Tim Horton costs because I care too much about quality.
Yeah, your quality can never buy it for that cheap.
But like, I'll never charge you, I'll never rip you off just because I'm trying to pad my pocket 10% more.
Right. And I think it comes back to that purpose thing, right? Like we talked about, like you want to have that like passion and purpose in something. So I think it really diminishes it when you feel shady about something.
Well,
you know?
people will be like,
bad.
you know, you could charge easily $1 more for your flat whites. I was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't have to though.
That's a compliment in itself.
I don't
right?
have to
Is
though.
that, yeah. We
I'm
used
like,
to get that. You're so cheap. I'm like, oh, great.
It's a balance, right?
I know, exactly.
And it's like some things I've had to put the price up on.
Yeah.
But like even our sandwiches, I charge $13.50 and they're like big. And it's like, could I charge more? I was like, maybe.
Yeah, you got to find a balance that works, right?
Maybe I could. Maybe I will have to if prices keep going up.
Yeah.
Maybe I will have to, but right now I don't feel like I have to.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to.
Yeah. You'll figure it out.
Right?
Yeah. Well, this is amazing. We're I didn't introduce this in the break, but yeah, we're gonna get some amazing music from you. We're so excited.
I don't play a lot these days, so
I feel so lucky.
We can pause and restart, right?
We're getting blessed. I promise I'm gonna listen completely to you.
No talking.
No talking. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. This has been amazing.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Don't forget to follow us on Spotify, and you'll never miss a podcast.
All right. Good night.
I did this song a long time, but it felt like the most suiting to like what I'm feeling in my life right now. I wish I had new songs to play, but I don't.
No, I love that.
They're all 2/3 finished.
Yeah. That's having kids.
Yeah. All of my voice recordings have a child screaming over top of them.
Oh my God.
Okay, this one's called Maybe It's Okay. Sometimes life is simple, sometimes life is cold. Told a million stories, never know how it goes. Oh, I heard a young love, and I heard a growing old. Heard the fairy tales, still I don't know. Don't say I know that I won't find my way home. You don't know where it goes. Maybe it's okay, I don't know yet. Maybe it's okay, there's no precedence. I feel fine, I just don't feel alive. And somehow days just go on by. Whoa, whoa. I've heard the stories, and I told some too. And I'll long keep praying some of them come true. Oh, I heard of great wars, and I heard of peace. Does any of it really matter to the life that's leading me? Don't say I know that I won't find my way home. You don't know where it goes. Maybe it's okay, I don't know yet. Maybe it's okay, there's no precedence. I feel fine, I just don't feel alive. And somehow days just go on by. Whoa, whoa. Don't say I know that I won't find my way home. You don't know, I don't know, we don't know where it goes. Maybe it's okay, I don't know yet. Maybe it's okay, there's no precedence. I feel fine, I just don't feel alive. And somehow days just go on by.